the future matters to me a lot. I'm not a head of state, I'm not a politician, I'm an entertainer. And I can't change laws, I can't create laws, but I have influence. So I can speak about the things that I have the ability to speak about, things that I feel like I can change. So I think the future of the next generation or the children that come after us has been very important, whether that is making sure that they have access to education, understand their own rights. Again, I live in America now, where women's, like, we're going backwards. Women's rights are literally, it's being criminalized for a woman's right to her own body. And in India, the Supreme Court passed a decision where it's not, where a woman has autonomy in her own right. Now, if you think about it, that makes no sense, because you would think that a country like India would actually patriarchal, would not be able to do that, but we're seeing that in America. So it's like we're living in a time where we're moving forward 100 steps, but we're moving back at the same time. But all I think about is, like, what am I doing every single day? Can I be a good person and make sure that I create actions within my own life that maybe have a butterfly effect?
And actually you talked about progress, and that is the theme of, it's a hopeful theme of BBC 100 Women this year.
Yay, thank God.
We are in a couple of years where you've got teenage girls not being allowed to go to school in Afghanistan. You've got the protests happening in Iran. We know that post-pandemic, the number of women, more women than men are out of work. And I know I just rattled off a load of negatives there, but that's why, from someone like you, are you optimistic? Because we've gone backwards in many ways in the last 1 or 2 years.
That's so scary.
But are you optimistic about the growth, about the future of women's rights?
I think we have gone backwards, but we've also gone forward. Where we are seeing 5 steps back, we're also seeing young girls standing up for themselves and their colleagues. We're also seeing women banding together like we've never seen before. We're also seeing women standing up for their rights, and we're also seeing men who are being allies to women. The pendulum shifts in many, many directions before it settles, right? So it goes into extremes before it settles. So here I am hoping that progress will come, because the pendulum is moving in such different directions. But women ourselves are finding our power. We always had a voice. We just weren't allowed to use it, but now we're using it. So I'm hoping that that kind of will create the progress and change that we really need to see women have. And today in Lucknow, when I was traveling, I saw so many women that never even knew that they had the potential of being earning members of their families, earning. Young girls who were supposed to be married off at 12, 13, who have banded together, suddenly got information that it's illegal in my country for child marriage. And they have fought against other girls who are being forced into child marriage. So when you see an example of young girls, of young kids taking the power of their rights into their hands, that's when I think that we are seeing progress. And that's me being hopeful.